have you ever wondered how you really come across to others? Sometimes it's not the easiest thing to figure out. But have you considered that there are certain uncomfortable situations that God might use to show you who you truly are? It's not always in the pleasant moments that we discover our deepest selves. Sometimes it's in those uncomfortable, even painful experiences where our true nature is revealed. When someone confronts you about something you've done wrong or a mistake you've made, it can be incredibly uncomfortable. But in those moments, God might be using that confrontation to reveal aspects of your character that you need to work on. It's like a mirror being held up to your soul, showing you parts of yourself that you may not want to see, but that are essential for your growth and development. Number 1, trials and tribulations. Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Life brings you tough times that make you feel like giving up. But believe it or not, these challenges might not be meant to hurt you. Instead, think of them as opportunities for growth. It's like when you lift weights to make your muscles stronger. God might allow difficulties in your life to help you build up your faith and endurance. When you face these trials, it's normal to feel scared or frustrated, but try to remember that God is with you even in the hard times. He sees your strength and knows you can overcome anything that comes your way. These struggles might feel heavy, but they're shaping you into a stronger and more resilient person. So don't lose hope when things get tough. Instead, trust that God has a plan for you, even in the midst of difficulties. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to grow closer to Him and become the person you're meant to be. Keep your faith strong and remember that you're never alone in your trials and tribulations. Number 2, correction and discipline. For the Lord disciplines the one He loves and chastises every son whom He receives. Sometimes, when you're going down the wrong path or making choices that aren't good for you, God will step in to lead you back onto the right path. God wants the best for you, so He might use correction to help you grow. Discipline is another way God helps you become a better person. God disciplines you because He cares about you and wants you to be the best version of yourself. It feels tough at the moment, but it's for your own good in the long run. Through correction and discipline, God shapes your character. He helps you become stronger, wiser, and more compassionate. So, even though it might be hard to understand why things happen the way they do, remember that it's all part of God's plan to make you the best you can be. Number 3, physical weakness. But He said to me, "My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. Therefore, I will boast all the more gladly about my weaknesses, so that Christ's power may rest on me." Physical weakness can be tough. It's when your body doesn't feel as strong as it used to be. Maybe you can't lift heavy things like you used to, or you get tired easily. It's like your body isn't cooperating with you, and it can be frustrating. But sometimes, God may use this physical weakness to teach you something important. He wants to show you that even when your body feels weak, His strength can still work through you. It's like a reminder that you don't have to rely only on your own power, because God's power is always there to support you, even in your weakest moments. So, instead of feeling discouraged by your physical limitations, you can see them as opportunities for God to show His strength. It's like a way for Him to humble you, to remind you that you're not alone, and that He's always with you, helping you through every challenge, no matter how big or small. Number 4, loneliness and isolation. But as for me, it is good to be near God. I have made the sovereign Lord my refuge. I will tell of all your deeds. Loneliness and isolation can sometimes feel like heavy burdens to carry alone. When you're by yourself, it seems as if no one understands what you're going through. But in these times, it's possible to find comfort in your relationship with God. When you feel lonely, it can show you how much you need Him. You find yourself turning to prayer more often, seeking His presence and comfort in your solitude. This can lead to a deeper connection with God, where you feel closer to Him than ever before. Being alone doesn't have to be a negative experience, though it can be challenging at times. Instead, it can provide an opportunity to strengthen your bond with God. In the quiet moments of isolation, you might discover a newfound intimacy with Him. Through prayer, reflection, and seeking His guidance, you can find a sense of peace even in the midst of loneliness. God may use these seasons of solitude to draw you closer to Him, helping you to rely on His strength and love. Instead of despairing in solitude, you can find comfort in knowing that God is always with you, ready to provide companionship and support. As you lean on Him during these times, you may discover a profound sense of peace and fulfillment that can only come from a deep relationship with your Creator. Number 5. Confrontation of sin. As iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another. When you do things that aren't right, you don't realize what you're doing is wrong. That's where confrontation comes in. Imagine it like a wake-up call. God uses this confrontation to show you where you're going off track. It's not always easy to face up to your mistakes, but it's like a road sign pointing you in the right direction. When you feel uncomfortable about something you've done, God's voice is informing you to pay attention. That feeling is called conviction. Even though it's tough to deal with, this conviction is meant to help you grow and become a better person. Facing up to your mistakes and feeling convicted about them can be challenging, but think of it as a way for God to refine you, like shaping a piece of clay into something beautiful. It's all about becoming the best version of yourself. So even though it's uncomfortable at times, trust that God's guidance through confrontation and conviction is steering you towards a brighter path filled with righteousness and goodness. Embracing discomfort as a catalyst for growth is a profound realization that can lead to transformative experiences. By acknowledging the uncomfortable things that God may use to reveal your true self, you open yourself up to profound self-discovery and spiritual enlightenment. Remember, discomfort is not a barrier, but a bridge to a deeper understanding of yourself and your purpose. So, embrace the discomfort, lean into the challenges, and watch as God unveils the extraordinary person you are meant to be. If this content resonated with you and sparked a desire for personal growth, I encourage you to like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Your support fuels my passion to create more meaningful content that inspires and uplifts others on their journey of self-discovery. Together, let's continue to explore the uncomfortable truths that lead us closer to our authentic selves and a deeper connection with the divine. Be blessed.